We have confirmation. It is actually pronounced Magi. So after my last episode review, I finally got it locked down. Episode 2, they say the name many times. It is Magi. I even went back and seen the PV, and they actually pronounced it. The narrator pronounced it as Magi, so it is indeed called Magi. Now, episode 2, another solid, really well done episode. I feel as though it's very fast paced, though. I haven't read the manga yet, but I'm planning on it. But it feels very fast paced because things is like moving very quick. The episode starts off, bam, they falling in the dungeon. So, I really like that. Animation wise, studios like the studio that's handling this one, I'm not exactly sure which studio is handling it. I know Aniplex is behind it, but I'm not sure if they actually animate it in-house or whatnot. But they do a perfect job with it where I don't even really need to commentate on the animation because it's just solid and fluid, and every scene that needs to be done as far as lighting goes, like when there's particular fire around them or whatnot, it's glossy. Everything looks phenomenal as far as animation goes. Really don't have to commentate on it because it's just well done. As far as what's happening in the particular episode, so basically they enter a dungeon by accident. Well, they were going to enter it anyway, but the way they enter, basically Aladdin kind of falls asleep and knocks Alibaba in there, and they both fall into the dungeon. And they meet up with the sheriff guy, and he has two slaves. One of them is the red-haired girl, Morgiana, and another big slave. And off the bat, I want to talk about the sheriff guy. He is, first of all, weird. And the situation he has with one of the slaves, the big, tall guy with the metal mask, is freaking weird. Anytime he gets pissed off, he just keeps stabbing the shit out of him. And the big guy doesn't even really react to it or anything like that. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't die. I'm wondering why the heck doesn't he die? He just keeps stabbing him. And Morgiana, I really like her. I can't wait to see her break away from her slave life because automatically she is starting off as a character that is very likable. Like, not very likable in a sense of, oh, she's just a chill character and a very, I guess, lovey-dovey type. She's a Tsundere, but I like her take on Tsundere because she's kind of a sad Tsundere at the same time. I mean, she's a slave, and you see the sadness within her. So I definitely can't wait to see her break away from the slave life. I mean, based off the openings and whatnot, I could tell she is going to be a part of the crew with Alibaba and Aladdin. And speaking of Aladdin, it seems as though his real name is Magi, or maybe there's something to do with his heritage, because when the sheriff guy finds him, he tries to kidnap him and calls him Magi a million times, and Aladdin doesn't seem to say, hey, my name is Aladdin, not Magi. So I'm kind of interested in that. I really hope the anime isn't leaving out big chunks from the manga or something, because based off the way it was handled, it seems as though like maybe I'm missing something, or it's just really fast paced, or things will get explained later on. Alibaba looks more of a beast than ever in this episode. Definitely, I'm really enjoying his character. It progressed from the minute the episode starts in episode 1 to episode 2 at the end. Like, he just keeps on becoming more badass. We learn a couple different things with him, and I think it's safe to say that there's more to the character than even we know thus far, because he knew how to read the Arab writings on the wall, and when he was asked about it, he seemed very off and didn't really want to answer truthfully. Oh, I learned it. And the way he answered it kind of made me think that maybe it's possible that he's from a rich family or something and he ran away. That's just a guess thrown out there, but I can't wait to learn more about him. And overall, I just want to learn more about every one of them. Typical shonen, I guess, element in there. Kind of a little more stretched out as far as with Aladdin and his hunger going. Basically, he uses the power from his stomach to do the Ugo flute or recorder, whatever you want to call it. And basically, when he's hungry, he gets drained out after using it so many times. He gets real hungry. So that was kind of a, I guess, typical shonen thing, maybe stretched out a little bit more, because usually the whole hunger thing is a side thing, never actually pertaining mainly to something that's going on. Of course, you can relate that far back to Dragon Ball when Goku would get sick. He couldn't fight because he needed to eat. So it's nice to have some cliche shonen elements in there as well, because I don't want it to be a completely radical departure where it's is this even shonen anime? So I like those little aspects in it. And overall, episode 2, just a solid episode. I liked pretty much every bit of it. Maybe if they are leaving stuff out of the manga, because this is an adaptation, then I would like to know what, if you know what it is, can you tell me what you think about what have they left out, or are they actually adapting everything strictly? Because it seems like I'm missing something where there's like bits and pieces where characters react to certain situations, and I'm like, is this correct? Is this being adapted right? And overall, what are your thoughts of this episode so far? Do you think Morgiana is a cool character thus far? I'm liking her. I'm really hoping that she joins them very soon, Alibaba and Aladdin. And also, I want to note one thing. Do you guys think that Aladdin could actually be a girl? Because the character design for Aladdin, as cool as it may be, it also hints that he could be a she. Even though he never corrects anybody about anything, he pretty much doesn't, like, they call him he, and, he just continues with it. So it could be just that Aladdin is a boy indeed, but just the character design with the long hair and the fact that there's bandages over the upper chest of the character could mean that maybe Aladdin is actually a girl. That'd be interesting to find out. And again, solid episode. Really enjoyed it. What did you think overall? Are you loving Magi thus far? Because after episode 2, I'm like, thank goodness that I started watching this, and I'm glad I'm reviewing it, because having a great time watching it is very easy watch. It's like, oh wow, it's over already? So I'm definitely enjoying it. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for this awesome episode, and Magi in general, because episode 2, again, another solid one. I hope we keep on going with this pace of just really some good stuff on ForneverWorld. And as always, people, have an awesome day.